When I first set up Flatpack Amigos in 2004, I always knew there was a market for flatpack furniture assembly because there are people who find it difficult, other people who really find it tedious to do it and just don't want to do it. So our service is aimed at people who can't do it or don't want to do it. But it's a service at the end of the day, and we're going into people's homes. So I had to look at it from the perspective of the customer and what they wanted. And basically what they want is a clear understanding of what you're going to do and how much it's going to cost, when you're going to come, and then after that, make sure you come on time, you do what you say you're going to do, and then there should be no problem with them paying you for what you've done. Really is that simple. So it's a question of actually understanding your model of how you're going to deliver this to the customers. So over the years, we've built up a quotation model where a customer can now get an accurate quote online without actually talking to us. This is great for when we're closed. If people are working shifts and they're at 2 o'clock in the morning and want to try and get something sorted out, they can. And if we're busy, we don't need to be there to respond. They can sort a quote out on our website or on our app. In addition to this, once they've got the quote and they're happy to proceed, there's the ability to book online and actually just book the job in straight away. Again, without actually having to consult with us directly. So again, if it's in the early hours or small hours, or when we're closed, or if we're particularly busy, they don't need to speak to us, it can just go straight through and everybody can be aware of everything. So we've got all that done. On the website, we provide as much information as possible as to our experience, how we do stuff, how much stuff might cost, and the sort of standards in terms of business that we work to. So simple things like when you book a job with us, you get an hour's slot as to when we're going to arrive, say between 9 and 10 or 1 till 2, and we endeavour to arrive at that time. So you're not stuck around waiting for us all day. And when we turn up, we will build everything you've told us that you've got that needs building, and then we'll charge you the agreed price for that. And that gives customers confidence, and obviously we'll build it to the highest standard we can. And we allow customers to give us feedback on the work we've done, and all the feedback we've had is good. Our aim is to make sure we build the item or items of furniture to the highest possible standard we can. That way, the customer has no need to call us back for remedial work, because if you go back and do remedial work, it's costing you money, and your customer's got a degree of dissatisfaction. So get it right first time. And that's it. Be polite and friendly and show certain courtesies in someone's home. So simple things. Most people these days, especially people from certain ethnicities, perhaps the Japanese or Muslims, they don't want you walking into the house with your shoes on. So as a general good practice, you take your shoes off at the door. The type of work we're doing, you are not in danger of hurting yourself walking around in your socks or slippers in someone else's home. Right, so that's one thing. The other thing is being polite. If you want to use the toilet, make sure you ask first, because you never know, sometimes the toilet upstairs might not be working, and then you've left them with an actual problem. But even though it's a basic courtesy, and simple things, if someone asks you they want a cup of tea or coffee when you're in their house, make sure you thank them for it and thank them again when you leave. It's all about being polite and friendly, and this is the type of person you want in your home, isn't it? Someone you trust, who behaves in a fit and proper manner. So we've got quite a few steps around there that help create that sense of warmth and trust and rapport between you and the customer. So there's a lot of detail in what we've actually done, but it's all about making the customer feel happy with the work we've done and doing what they asked us to do in the first place. And that way they'll pay us and they'll keep coming back and they'll recommend us, and so on and so forth. So again, if you sign up and sign a non-disclosure agreement, we can go through a few of those things in more detail, and you can get a better understanding of why we believe we provide the best furniture assembly service on the market. And you can come and join us and help build the business that way with your own franchise. Thank you.